finally, looking at the drive theory, this suggests that arousal and performance are directly proportional to each other. So as arousal increases, so does performance. This also means that the higher the arousal, the more likely the performer is to rely on their dominant response. This means that for Rachel, this is supported for her as she seems to thrive on the atmosphere and challenge of the tough games, and she receives Player of the Game several times. This shows that obviously her arousal would be high, and she relies on those dominant responses, which in this case supports her as she is clearly an experienced player in this. This model is more for experienced players rather than beginners, so it isn't really supported for beginners, as a beginner's dominant response wouldn't be that good or wouldn't necessarily be the right technique or response to use. Therefore, for a beginner, their performance would likely to decrease rather than increase. But for a more experienced player who knows what they're doing with all that experience over training, many training sessions, they're likely to have the correct dominant response in different situations, meaning that this theory of this model here would be likely to support this. And this model was originally made by Huld in 1951, but Zejonc here in 1965 further developed Huld's model to suggest that spectators help increase arousal, and as many spectators can watch in these last few games, Rachel's arousal and also Sarah's arousal would be higher than would normally be in other local league games. But for Rachel, this model is supported with her, as because there are spectators, she is more likely to have higher arousal, meaning that her performance would increase. However, for Sarah, as she has higher arousal, because the spectators are watching, her performance decreases rather than increases, so doesn't support this model.